Hello and welcome to a new video, and today's we're going to take a look at some new Pokemon that's going to get introduced in Pokemon Go, or some move updates. In total we have 7 updates here. They're even you can say even a tiny bit more, but 7 main updates basically for Pokemon Go that are coming in the next couple of weeks, till even a month. Which we all have announced already, which you kind of want to take a look here, just to have a little bit of an overview of Pokemon that you maybe want to get. Pokemon you kind of have to prepare for. There are some that you can prepare for even right now already. And generally, yeah, what's going to go on here? We just had the announcement for the Metagross raid day, and I was holding on for this video because I know that there are quite a lot of Pokemon that are coming up, but I kind of want to include as many as possible. Here, the Mega raid day for the Metagross is going to be very, very cool. It's not only, of course, the best steel type attack I think it is going to be with that, it's going to be generally a Pokemon that's getting a new attack. Here, this is mainly geared towards PvP. We're not really talking a little bit about anything else there. We're mainly going to talk about what is going to be happening for PvP. And so this Pokemon is going to get access to the featured attack Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw is going to be added to this Pokemon with that event. You cannot get it afterwards as well with an Elite TM, but you're going to be able to encounter Shadow Claw Metagross during the 4th of October there, which is going to be interesting because of course Shadow Claw is known as being one of the best fast moves. As we will see here as well, we're going to have the Metagross in the Master League, and we can compare it now with the Bullet Punch compared to the Shadow Claw. And what we're going to see here is that it looks kinda similar. It is not really showcasing any big differences, other than if you take a look at the Shadow, there are some Pokemon that you're going to be able to win now. Here, for example, the Necrozma down rings are going to be better, against Groudon you're going to be a little bit better, because your fast move isn't resisted. But generally speaking, I do think currently that Shadow Claw is a tiny bit better than Bullet Punch, and this does not make Metagross the top tier Pokemon for the Master League. It doesn't, it makes it a tiny bit better, but what I would love to see for maybe the upcoming meta update or whatever is adding Psyshock to this Pokemon. We saw it already in the pre-evolution. If we would get Psyshock on this Pokemon, we all of a sudden have very, very good double stab on this Pokemon, but not only this, we're also going to have with that very good pacing. And what we see here is that all of a sudden this Pokemon is going to be top meta, going to be able to beat most of the current meta if you just give this one update. So Shadow Claw Metagross definitely worth getting, but then again it might be even stronger very, very soon. If we compare the different kind of forms here in the Master League as well, we're going to be able to see here at the end that the average rating is going to increase for Shadow Claw. It is going to increase, but again, the win rate is not going to increase too much unless you're the Shadow. You're going to be able to be a bit better than the normal Shadow before, which is kind of cool because I have a Shadow one built already. But it's not going to be like that crazy. It's still the non-Shadow being a little bit better. And here actually in the 2-shield scenario, because you have more fast move pressure with that stab Bullet Punch, it's actually going to be the better move to go for. So it's not a clear upgrade in this category, but then again, you have a better win record there. So I do think that Shadow Claw is going to be the ideal move set on this Pokemon so far. But again, I really hope that we're going to see Psyshock on this Pokemon in the future. Next up, we're going to have the completely normal day there. Yeah, by the way, all the graphics going to be from Galax. As always, link is always down below as well. We're going to have a lot of encounters for the Dudunsparce. Dudunsparce is going to be here, able to evolve for the first time ever. There is a 2 and a 3 segment Dudunsparce then, which is kind of funny because it's like more of a meme Pokemon or whatever. It has a 1 in 100 chance to have a 3 segment form, which is kind of funny, and you need 50Ks to evolve. You're gonna have a shiny boosted chance here for this Pokemon, which is kind of funny because in the main series games, there were a lot of people hunting the 3 segment shiny form. Maybe you're going to be able to get it there as well, would be kind of cool. Some timed research where you're going to be able to encounter more Dudunsparce. They're going to be in the wild, they're going to be in also here those research tasks, which is going to be cool. And there's going to be even a collection challenge for it and a new avatar item which you can get. So everything is around Dudunsparce, which is going to be funny because this Pokemon is actually going to be good. Also, here we have one of the best Pokemon in the wild there as well, as a wild spawn. That gives you a lot of extra Stardust here in that, forgot the name of it. You see it here. It is on the screen, not right now, but here. Forgot the name of it. I'm sorry. It has an Ordinance name. But anyway, we're going to take a look at Dudunsparce. Dudunsparce has currently the same moveset as Dudunsparce. I think the exact same moveset actually. Yep. So they're going to be very, very similar based on what we currently have. It's still the same there. We're going to have the option to go for Astonish as a fast move or Roll Out, which you have for the normal Dudunsparce as well. We don't have any normal type stab. Dudunsparce does have, in the main series games, a signature move called Hyper Drill, I think, which would be a cool addition to this Pokemon as well in Pokemon Go. Currently, no sight of it. Most likely going to be something for a community day or something like this. But Dudunsparce, actually, I would love a Dunsparce community day. Not gonna lie, like trying to get the 3-segment shiny form with it and then having like the Hyper Drill as a move would be amazing for it. But yeah, Dudunsparce here. Going to have a little bit less bulk in the Great League. It's in evolved form compared to the Dunsparce, which is alright. It still has very, very similar stats though, like it's going to be very, very close to it. And what you're going to see as well here as a reflection of it, is going to be that this Pokemon is going to be generally a little bit worse than a Dunsparce in the Open Great League, but not by much. Not by much. You're going to see it so much as you're actually going to be able to win just because you're going to have a little bit more pressure, because you have a little bit more attack on it. But generally speaking, it's going to perform a little bit worse in the Open Great League, but this is also not where you want to have this Pokemon anyway for the GO Battle League, because you want to have this Pokemon for the Ultra League. This is where this Pokemon is unique, because it's a Dunsparce for the Ultra League. That's basically what Dudunsparce is here. This is the main idea behind this Pokemon. You want to run it for the Ultra League, because Great League, yeah, just doesn't make sense. As we will see here, this Pokemon is going to perform quite well here. It has a lot of potential play, but what is mainly the benefit of it, it's going to be very good neutral. Like, it's very, very good neutrally, as you're going to see as well with the Pokemon that you're going to have in the meta. Yeah, Corviknight is going to be okay for us. Babybolt, we have super effective hits with the Drill, with the Drill Run against Lapras. We have super effective hit with the Rollout and the, what's called the Rock Slide. We have a lot of play just neutrally against a lot of Pokemon. Super effective against the Moltres there as well. I do think Rollout is the better fast move to go for. If we're going to take a look here at the two shield scenarios here as well, that Rollout is the better fast move to go for. Rollout is what you want to have on this Pokemon, because it's just going to outspeed some stuff there. And it's going to be a fun Pokemon. I think it has a lot of potential, especially a bit of energy up, and this Pokemon is going to be very, very good for the Ultra League. And so the Dudunsparce definitely has some play. And again, this is going to be on the 23rd of September, at a time where Ultra League is also going to be available already. I will definitely showcase as soon as it's going to be available on Pokemon Go as well. Stay tuned for the video. Can't wait. 23rd of September. Forgot which day it is. I think it's like the Monday or something. It's either Monday or Tuesday or something like this. But yeah, definitely good Pokemon for the Ultra League. You can prepare already. Get your Dunsparce ready. This Pokemon is worth it for that Ultra League, for sure. Next up, we have to scroll a little bit in here. The Steel Skyline. This is going to be happening, I think, directly after. Yeah, directly after kind of this event, we're going to have this Steel Skyline here, which is going to have a global challenge, which I always kind of like. You're going to be able to get increased chance of Candy XL for catching Pokemon with like nice, great, or excellent throws. And later you even get a 1 guaranteed rare Candy XL from in-person max battles, which is actually a really, really good bonus, by the way. That's an amazing bonus. But yeah, we're going to have here some event here that's mainly towards Dynamax, or we're going to be able to get Duraludon for the first time ever. And this is actually, I just realized something else, which is kind of interesting, which is more interesting for me, which I made a mistake nearly. This Pokemon you can only get here from this one at level 20, which would be too high for the Great League. Now I just realized here on the site is that you get it through research as well. Through research and through this timed research, it's going to allow you to get it for the Great League level. And so I at least will be able to showcase it in the Great League then as well on this channel. Also the Great League is going to be available while this is going to go on. And with this Pokemon is going to be very interesting. I have to take a look at the Great League for this Pokemon as well. It has the Alga typing, so Steel and the Dragon typing, which is great. It got updated this season with Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw. But as you can see here, we're going to have interesting spawns as well. We're going to have, of course, here some more Dynamax Pokemon, which are kind of cool. Beldum, of course, which you saw already as well. There's going to get Shadow Claw on the Metagross, which can be cool as well as like Ghost type attacker for Dynamax rights. Would be kind of funny. Anyway, we're going to see some interesting spawns. Magnemite kind of cool. Aggron kind of cool, for especially the Mega as well. We have Bonsong. It's going to be a better Pokemon this season with the update. We have Trubbish giving you extra Stardust, which is kind of cool. Morwell in the wild is quite like rare to see, basically, generally. Skarmory not too great. The rest, it's alright Pokemon. No right spawn pool there. I think it's going to be a cool event. I can't wait, especially for Duraludon. But yeah, you can actually get it for the Great League, which I didn't think so. That's why I only have Ultra League prepared though. But this is just what I just saw. But here, for the Ultra League, we see already you have Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw, and that Flash Cannon. So you have Double Step, you have Hyper Beam as an alternative option, or Metal Claw here. Neither of them are making any sense at all. For the Ultra League, you have a few matchups that you're going to be able to win, especially based on the type. The type is what makes this Pokemon interesting. It's not the stats themselves, because the stats are actually really not that great. But Duraludon is going to be able to now be used also in the Great League, and also this Pokemon is going to be interesting here for the evolution it's going to have. This Pokemon is going to have an evolution, I think it's called like Archaludon or something. This is going to be a Pokemon that is going to be a bit better as well, especially later on here. Archaludon is going to be an interesting Pokemon, getting up to 4,228 CP eventually. So yeah, this is going to be then a strong Pokemon. So even if you're going to get a Hundo already, you will be able to evolve it eventually. Not in the beginning. This Pokemon will not be out in the beginning as far as I know. As currently, like usually they don't release those Pokemon straight away. But yeah, Archaludon is going to be a Pokemon that you kind of want to get. A Pokemon that I think is going to be very, very strong as well. It's just a different type of Dialga. Here, currently, it actually has even the moveset already in the move pool, which is going to be the exact same as before. But it's going to be mostly some other moves that's going to be added in the future. So, yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. There is going to be a lot that's happening there towards this Pokemon. Get a Hundo for it. Get even Exalcan if you are hunting down anyway. This Pokemon would be kind of cool. Duraludon, currently not great for the Great League or the Ultra League or the Master League, but the evolution is very likely going to be very, very solid. I think it's going to be a very, very good Pokemon here, and you need it eventually anyway. Next up, the Community Day got announced. I just came back, I think, from from the regional from Frankfurt, which I casted. Just by the way to all the people that I met there as well. Was a fantastic weekend. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I hope I have the opportunity to cast in the future again as well. I really, really enjoyed it. But yeah, Solosis just got announced there. I just didn't really want to make a video towards because I was like tired and whatever. But yeah, we're going to have here the Community Day for Solosis. This Pokemon is going to be the October Community Day for Pokemon Go. This is going to be interesting here as well because it's going to get access to the move Charm. I just wish we had something different. I really wish we had something different. We have 3x Stardust, which is kind of the main reason why this is worth it. There is a difference to the lure bonus, and people complained. I think it's a better lure bonus than before. Basically, lures only are going to last now for an hour, not for 3 hours anymore. This is basically one of the big change. Here is only last for 1 hour, but the track featured Pokemon. Basically what happened is, starting off a Community Day and still even, I think, 4 hours after or something like this, until 9 PM, this is going to allow you, like the lure is going to allow you to attract more Solosis with a higher background chance and a higher shiny chance. So this is going to allow you to have basically like some more shinies and like basically also the background more often, which is kind of cool, which is only really available like this other than through the quest encounters. So most people, I don't think, are going to stay at a lure for more than an hour anyway, so I think for those it's going to be more worth it. For the people that are missing the Community Day, they can still play it afterwards if they want to lure up a spot. I think for that it's worth it. Yes, they could have just left it at 3 hours in my opinion. That could have been also just a way, but of course they want to make their money here. But they make the general bonus a little bit better, so I think it's not that bad. Let me know down below what you think about it, but I think it's kind of cool, to be fair. I'm okay with it. But yeah, Solosis here. That's going to be the next Community Day. The Pokemon itself, we're just going to take a look at the Great League because that's going to already show you everything that you need to know. Charm is better on this Pokemon because the other fast move is then Headbutt or Hidden Power so far. It's absolutely nonsense. Like, this Pokemon has no play at all. This Pokemon will have no play at all. You don't need this Pokemon. Charm is going to be never used on this Pokemon. It will have no play. This is full stop what I can tell you about it. It won't have ever play. Like, this is not going to have any play. It is non-step Charm. For what? A Pokemon that doesn't have great stats. A Pokemon that doesn't have a great typing. And a Pokemon that has a mediocre charge moveset. It's not going to work. Like, you need something way, way different. I know if there was be something that like Psywave or whatever that this Pokemon would have been able to learn, but even with Psywave it would have not been strong enough to have any play. So it didn't really matter. Reuniclus itself is an issue. Like, this Pokemon itself is just not good, and that's why you will never have any potential with it. That's why it's a Community Day with triple status as well. That's the only reason to play it. And then last but not least, we talked a little bit about it before, but I kind of just want to showcase it here as well. We're going to have 3 Pokemon actually that are coming up with that wild area, which is coming up at the end of the November, or like in the middle of November actually. 15th and 16th of November is going to be a very important event. New Shiny is going to be available there as well, but we're going to have the Impotent line here with the Grimmsnarl and the Morgrem, and we're going to have the Shadow version of the what's it called here? Forgot the name. The Darkrai coming in. I really hope that we're gonna get Shadow Darkrai as well through Giovanni before, which would be kind of cool, because then we would be able to use that Pokemon in the Great League. But right now, it's just going to be here available with that event. And we can take a look real quick at Morgrim and Grimmsnarl here. This is going to be very interesting. Morgrim is going to have a little bit better stats than the Grimmsnarl for the Open Great League. This is going to be the case. It is Foul Play, Sucker Punch, and Play Rough. You need to have it fully XL. You can even get it a little bit higher if you do like level 50, yeah, 0.5 basically. You have the option to have this Pokemon a little bit even more bulkier. You don't have the same charge moveset though, because you have the option on Grimmsnarl to go for that Power Up Punch. And this can change actually a lot, because Grimmsnarl has already a solid attack, has Sucker Punch as one of the best fast moves, has a Dark typing to have Stab on it, and then have Power Punch to boost it even further. And this is something that I think is going to be very interesting here, as you're going to see as well if you're going to rate the team again. Just now a little change on the Morgrim. Morgrim is generally the better Pokemon in the Great League, and I think this Pokemon actually has a lot of potential in the Great League as an anti-meta pick. This Pokemon is just being better basically than Grimmsnarl, unless you want to run Grimmsnarl with Power Up Punch. Then Grimmsnarl has some potential against Pokemon like the Bastion, which is mainly something that you're going to see in the Open Great League, not so much in the play Pokemon format there, not in the show 6 Pick 3, but this is going to be an interesting Pokemon here. And so I do think that both of them have their viability. I think it's a Pokemon that you want to get. It's a Pokemon that's going to spawn the entire event, and it's a Pokemon where you want to have a Mega Evolution active in order to get the XL Kidney for the Morgrim. But here we see already what Grimmsnarl with Power Up Punch actually has as a potential for the Go Battle League for the Great League. This Pokemon looks insane. This Pokemon looks really, really strong in the current meta, and the typing itself is so unique as a Dark and Fairy type that it's going to have a lot of play going forward. Same goes for the Ultra League, where we're going to have this Pokemon here as well, where it looks amazing. Right side again, Power Punch. Left side is going to be just Sucker Punch, Foul Play, and Play Rough, which is going to be a little bit more of the balanced set. We're going to have the right side here more that really goes towards like trying to go for as much fast move pressure as possible. But as you're going to see here, this Pokemon looks amazing. Must have Pokemon, absolutely, especially for the Ultra League. This thing looks busted, and a Pokemon you want to have. Not so much Shadow Darkrai. Darkrai generally is just not really great in the Open Master League currently. I wish Darkrai gets like a bigger treatment there in order to be good, but you need a big moveset change for it. It needs better charge move and fast move in order to be good. I'm not too sure when we're going to see that, or if we're going to see it. I would love to see the signature move of this Pokemon being released in this event as well, which has been in the code for I think 5 years at this point. Please just release the signature move of Darkrai. I would love to see this, but this is going to be it for this video for now. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye bye.